Freeport, former Mayor Andrew Hardwick here. Happy Election Day, Freeport. We finally made it. We now have 14 hours to get this done. So that means the first thing I need you to do is, once you've seen this, please share it. We've got to wake up everybody we possibly can. This election is too important. On Wednesday, if we fail to remove Bobby Kennedy and all of his tricks and his friends that have been deeply embedded in our pockets for 4 years, then it's all on us. If we don't get out in record numbers, Kennedy will win. Mr. Drummond cannot win this election. He can only divide our vote. We can't let that happen. You must ensure that everyone in your home and your neighbors and family and friends gets out tomorrow and does the right thing. Go with them. Let's make this an exciting day in the village of Freeport. If you need a ride, please call 516-714-5879. 516-714-5879. Numbers on the bottom of the screen. We gladly come and get you. I might even be the guy picking you up myself. Just remember, Freeport, right now, we need to address the housing crisis in Freeport. And there's a whole lot of different problems with housing, from Sandy to foreclosures to you name it. But there's 600 homes in Freeport that people could be living in, because not all of these homes have people living in them. Some, but not all. Secondly, people need jobs. I've got an economic development plan that will create more jobs, more housing, and it will assist us with the taxes. We have got to have an economic boom that will help Freeport to address those things. And we need to pay down this debt in order to bring down the taxes. I've got a plan that will do that. And I want Freeport to share with me on how we develop that plan. My plan is that we would redevelop our industrial park area. Our industrial park area is a huge area that has been empty for far too long. In some cases, buildings empty for more than 15 years. That's sinful. For years, I've been trying to develop a plan that would really address that. And now that I have two trustees that I'm sure that you and I will be able to trust, that won't renege on us like those other folks did, we can get it done. Then we can address the housing. We can address economic development that will have the kind of boom that will give more than 200 jobs. We need those jobs in Freeport. We need a factory shopping outlet center developed in Freeport that will give us that kind of boom we've been waiting for. Along with that, we need to really address our electric plan. We need to upgrade it where it needs to be upgraded so that possibly we can sell more electricity to others and make money from it. That's a business that we really need to study as to how we can capitalize on it more. There's so many different ways, and there are funding sources out there now that we could tap into. And unfortunately, for the last 4 years, Mr. Kennedy and his trustees have not sought for any funding sources from the state of New York. We've got that in the mail from the Deputy Speaker. They have not asked for one dime from the state. That's outrageous. We need to get back to work. So please, get on the phone, text, email, share this post with other folks and tell them today is the only time we have. The power's in your hand now for 14 hours. And if you don't do the right thing with that power, on Wednesday, whatever happens is because we failed. Freeport, we have an opportunity to let Mr. Kennedy and his friends know we're done. Thank you, but we can't afford you. Get out and vote, Freeport, and don't let anybody split our vote. Mr. Drummond's only in this to split the vote. He's not popular enough and doesn't have enough backing by the people to win. He can only split the vote. If you are foolish enough, and I mean that, if you're foolish enough to vote for Drummond, then that's a vote for Kennedy, and Kennedy will win. The Hardwick team is the only team that has the amount of votes to win. Kennedy and I are now neck and neck. We need people to get out and make the difference. We could lose this election by 10 votes. That would be a sad day in Freeport if we lost to Bobby Kennedy, who really doesn't live here, Mr. Lynbrook himself, for 10 votes. We need to hit those polls like we've never done it before, Freeport, so we can celebrate on letting people know, don't try Freeport. Play lotto. Thank you, Freeport. See you at the polls. God bless.
As a Freeport resident, you should know that Andrew Hardwick is running for mayor, a proven leader we can trust. If you want to bring back jobs, housing, quality of life, lower taxes, and transparency, Andrew Hardwick is the choice for mayor. Bring back Mayor Andrew Hardwick and his team. Michelle Baptist for Freeport Justice, Juana Pardo and Frank Grossman for Freeport Trustees. On March 21st, vote for the Hardwick team. Get involved and make a pledge to support the campaign at hardwickteam17.com.